inside Donke in Yongo. When you put from the war to the present day, almost people them with all then incidences there, so they don't carry, they don't take away, right? A heavy on the country. That's now one. Number two, let we look back at what they happen at the Western world. Them build there, now them become, they begin for abort, not for bomboku. But now waiting they don't begin suffer now underage. Most of the one that way old now the one that way be done they way be young. Since they're not being green, they say let woman abort, let the waiting say they pass them bill there, right? So woman not be even get interested. Me are not the born picky self. You go see some young one they say we not the born. Oh wait take belle, they go abort. So the population way being there, they don't they old now. Right? So most of the country then are Europe and some of the other countries then they don't they underpopulate now. So what then they do now? Then they can now na Africa for can adopt picking them for care go. Because whenever we go against what the word of God say, right, the after effect can be always great. That's now one. When we now look at also the spiritual implication, is that any side blood they shed, right? God they turn in face against that nation. And abortion, now waiting, now kill you they kill and you terminate that picking for let it not exist. When Cain kill Abel, what will be happen? God turn in face against Cain. That's one. Number two, the Bible tell we say, Abel in blood, it be the crying and groan
for vengeance.
For vengeance. And because blood gets life, and every life is in the blood, blood get voice, and blood they speak. If in the midst of all the challenges there, so where we did as a country, right? We really want to let God come and let God intervene in we case as a nation. And not think say this time, now the time this way the minister of health, right? If for bring this kind thing, right? Not to this kind thing we need at this moment.
Not to this for the yourself.
You see, not to this kind thing we need at this moment, right? But me personal, just like what they say every day, and we they pray say, me no say then carry this bill go safe before the president will not go sign them. He not go sign them. Because number one, in being a Christian, we not Christian. Even the one that we not Muslim, the Quran they against it. The Bible tell me now the book of Revelation chapter 21. I will read this afternoon. He say, Revelation chapter 21. He say, verse 8. He say, but the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and warmongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death.
Meaning, una way they promote this abortion bill. Where una get for dying at this world, not to hell no more na the water pool.
Now the lake of fire. Now so the Bible say.
Bible says God get for take una empty that whole hell they back inside the lake of fire.
You see, so we see say one, it gets several implications. It gets the economic, it gets the spiritual, it also gets the emotional side of the thing, you know. So this not to something where a nation where they come up from war, where come up from Ebola, come up from mudslide, COVID don't come, we all the patch how for try forget the
country back on the footing.
On the footing.
People's life
day
back
and
in order.
night we dey pray day and night, we dey fast day and night, we dey cry to God for let God come. I don't think say the minister of health and in ministry as with him boldly na the
headline news
na the headline
news that one day
e correct. E not correct at this moment. Not to this kind thing we dey expect for see during this time as a nation. Because just like yesterday what they say, in we research, we find out for say they carry this bill go na Ghana. Ghana reject them.
Yeah.
They said yes, they can't go Ghana, Ghana reject them. They can't go Uganda. The Uganda people them. They reject them. They say this is not good for we. Right? They can't go na Kenya. Kenya reject them. Even Liberia self na ya. Right? According to the research and the findings so don't do.
Yeah.
Right? Then self reject them. Waiting our own problem now. Where we for can accept something where other nations
then they reject. Then they reject.
Right? Then they reject them. They say they don't want them. Not to the people say, you know they say you birthright for cocoa yebe. Right? It no matter the minister of health, what did they give you or what did they say to you or whatever, what then they give you. But I think say the country in interest and the love for you people now is supposed to come number one. Not to this kind thing where we know say it gets adverse effect on the future of the nation. Because then picking the year so if this kind bill, right, una pass this kind bill, then picking the year, now then are the future president of the country. Now assume say like yes I didn't know what be the talk, right? Me where sit down so now.
Yeah, if that bill they be there.
If now assume say them that bill they be in those years, where they be born me, right? If that bill they be in those years, where they be born me, then they say the woman they for abort me. If me mama before go abort me belly.
Yeah, because then they are tricks.
Yes.
Hardship na risk.
Yes. So
the person say well me I not going for go.
Yeah,
I'm able to afford the hospital bill.
You see. So if now assume say me mama before go abort me belly, they like this today. That radio they say for you they listen so. You go listen now.
No.
The television say where you sit on the listen so you go wait yourself.
No.
You go get message for you go get the word of God. You know,
you no go ever get the truth. This truth where you get see, so you no go get them. You no go get
so any unborn child where they abort now the destiny of a whole generation now they don't abort so. Because among the abort them picking them the way that they abort so, where then they terminate so. President then did it.
Yeah, if I picking them are nations, where God tell Abraham say he say out of you I go raise nations. Nations. So the picking are nations. So now the nation of Segalio in future and in destiny, now in we don't put into a bill where they want for go present because some Oribo then come with money or influence and what have you, and somebody want for. And that just bring we to this point. You know, I get a document, then I ask you family. You go see this document. We don't do a lot of research. And thank God for the access to information bill now the country. We don't do a lot of research and we get enough document now where they directly speak to the statistics. Make I tell you, number one, with population, as of 2019, now 7,813,000. The total number of women and population between age 15 and 49, as of 2019, now 1,915 women them. That now the one that were they within the age bearing group between 15
to 49.
Now the reproductive age bearing group that one day. And this abortion bill now they were actually the target. Not from 50 going because from 50 going it takes God intervention for a miracle for let you born. And so this bill is targeting that so that they're able to shrink with population further. And when they shrink with population further, they shrink with destiny as a nation further. When they shrink with population further, then they're able to shrink with progress. The one they were able to think for the tomorrow, then they shrink them. Because we where they talk to you so now, we don't pass 50. Now, we dey go. Na God we dey go so. Right? So the next upcoming generation, now in this bill they target then future, then destiny, then progress, then development, the expansion and the upbuilding of Sierra Leone for let this nation to now among impair them na the world and grow. Like what don't see the transformation of Ghana. See how Ghana grow. Ghana will be the tinap na line for toothpaste. Ghanaians came to this country. Ghanaians were in almost every nation in the West Africa. Also, you tell them, grab them in Nigeria. We get the bags, they call Ghana must go. Yes. But see where Ghana don't develop. See Nigeria. Move away from that.
They're not Rwanda at all. They're not grief.
Rwanda. Kagame know they take them nonsense here from the white guy also with them packages here so. He will not even encourage them. And so we see the adolescent birth rate between the age of 15 to 19, right? 2016. As 2016, now be 101 picking away they born every year. Below that age 19, they just say what be the talk about teenage pregnancy. These are the statistics now. So unintended pregnancies in 2019 now 205,000. 2019 before they come to the corona way hit so hard. Belly the way then get way they don't plan them at all. And so one of the things I believe the government before do now for increase on the family planning uptakes and let people know and decide when they for born them picking them. And not for bring a bill of this kind of nature where they can give picking them. We not even understand this number they go get belly, they don't even understand with it. They depend. Now that you can go provide an exit route for them for let them go pour belly. It's a dangerous, very dangerous bill. Now a dangerous bill this way, not only the nation go backward, but spiritually like way that they say, it open the door for the enemy, satanic forces into the nation. Because there is going to be more blood now where they cry. And this time the blood they cry against families. More blood now where they cry. Auntie Rose, you na mama, tell me how you they feel where you they even hear you say this government want for encourage a reconsideration of this bill.
In fact, when you ask me this question this morning, we are gonna host after the all night. Now my spiritual mama they tell me, say this program wanna do. They say one school picking die. They say go pull belly. They say it die. It SS2. It die. So look the kind loss we don't come inside that family. Imagine you born you picking. You go hospital and say, in fact, they sleep. All night you not go sleep. If that picking winking eye, you did not can you feel something that die one die. You they see until your own world now don't come to an end. Because it go reach a time where they expect say you picking for help you by the thing the way before do again, then that picking they can cut off. And God make we as mama them for not sure we picking them. Groom them to waiting for become a society. Mama na the first teacher. Now they first educate in picking. So this bill don't come begin like they tell we. In fact, before this bill, where then come with this one say girl picking for go school we get belly. When I don't begin to tell we say we not get no rights again as mama them for not sure we picking it. That then get rights to waiting them feel for do, they can go in and out and come.
But they are protecting their own children.
Yes. And not so we no more una they do one. We una you picking they not in a saloon. In fact, they no they go to government school. Go check all the government schools them. Whose minister we in Peking they go to government school?
No, they did. No,
they go check the parliamentarian and whose one way in Peking they go government school. In
fact, they did.
If them Peking me they go there, they don't put them.
If them Peking the government schools and I'm picking them.
They don't carry them go that side.
Now Mambu Peking the way they do them.
Yes. So you go come up quick, go na house, go do all kind work. And make I tell you, this abortion bill, the Peking where they get belly, so now the big man and the give them the belly. So because of that shame and disgrace, they're not going to want small pick where they for born, can born, and the news spread say, now so big man, we're all 60 something year. Now I give this 16, 17, 18, 19 year old picking belly. So if they rush say go pull the belly.
Because Lord now so you can go pull up.
Yes. So the picking they go pull the belly, in life they at risk. He either die there, he get bleeding, he go get paralysis, other mental disorders.
Nobody say it's risk free.
You see, e no risk free nothing. Wetin na the thing they go get na hospital? Go now na general clinic.
They say risk free.
Go na PCMH. Let you go check. Almost speaking the ledon na one court outside one picking for ledon. Where you camp and can two picking and they lay inside. Now the risk free than they.
At the camp, as we dey discuss on this issue, Daddy, why, how poverty get connection with abortion or killing of babies? I want to make you expand that side for we with reference to what happened at Samaria. We the one that begin for it the young picking there. Relation to poverty, we are coming to the economic and financial factors as driving factors to abortion for babies.
Where in fact, me according to this Bible, we I dey read every day. Poverty na one of the things we not good, not only for a nation, but for you the individual self. The Bible in the book of Proverbs, it talks so many things about the danger of poverty. In fact, the purpose, one of the reason which make Christ come, the Bible tells we say he became poor for us, so that we
become rich.
We go become rich. If poverty been good, Jesus Christ not before come, he became poor so that we will live a better life. So poverty, now one of the issues where so bad is so dangerous according to the Bible.
That hits a point, Daddy. Jesus became
poor so
that we may become
rich.
And Jesus was a leader.
Yes.
Yeah. Putting the picture say leadership. Not to enrich yourself.
No.
Wow.
For sacrifice.
But for sacrifice for the people.
Yes.
Sacrifice.
So Christ came, he sacrificed himself so that we the people we go live a better life. If today we dey talk about peace, joy, material blessings, now because Jesus Christ take we place. Wait we for suffer, in suffer in we own place.
So the question now to the Minister of Health, now who sacrifice you don't make for let we live better health life?
You see? So
the abortion bill, you think say now the best now they able bring for we?
When we did think of going to with communities, you look at the poverty rate within the communities. You know, was it last week? I happened for go na one place around Podloko district. When you see the kind land where the people then get, where they're not able to farm.
They are not equipped.
In all day.
They not get money.
The seed going for scatter, the rest. One bushel rest. The kanda rest. Where you say you want for scatter now, kanda rest. Now 150 to 60,000 for one bushel.
Wow.
The kanda rest. Where me buy. This was last year. And now I'm quite sure say the kanda rest, it go close to 200,000 for one bushel. So that poor person within that village, he want for farm. Let's say he want for farm so 2-3 bushel. He put that money together. Who side they able for put that money? For like able. So the land they, but the people not able for farm. The poverty they eat them, and nothing on they. I don't start a project at the very place. In fact, tomorrow we don't try for put the women then together because I make them don't brush. This year we start with granite. By this coming week Monday, they pull the money, then now they go buy the granite. We don't divide the woman then into up to 60 groups. 10 each. They learn what they wait itself, they don't begin for clear themselves. Then they begin for dig. When they do that granite, the second cropping. Then they plant cucumber. Next year, now rest we give them. I want for see how for empower them. You know, so that for pull them out of poverty.
Okay, so here we are. You see, thank you so much, Daddy, for where you lay that foundation for we. When the other question I want to ask is, we all know about hypertension, so high blood pressure. What are some of the common causes? Some of the common causes we make somebody pressure can just.
In fact, one of the reasons is like for Mandem, you don't begin one for middle nets now, though they can clean. You get for get lunch, you get for get chop money. You remember say you work in farm then get for camp.
What about house rent?
You house rent.
Then
school fee.
School fee. Thank you.
So many things they inside. Now then they give picking a result. Some picking they begin saying, Papa, if I pass now this I want to. They begin they wonder now waiting for do. So you know they get sound sleep. Then you remember say you picking they go school. Now one green uniform you get in one green shoes. You not get nothing. They salary they work, you money not reach 500,000. Then they get to where you they take. Then they take from you. Now in dollars, you don't want to see dollar with your eye. So many things then they in place where you for take control of, where you know if you take control of. You they say and say you want box but you aren't short. You want eat good eat, but you not able to get the kind money for do you kind business so for make you picking and eat well. And again, as Daddy B they talk about the woman the way you don't put into groups, 60 women the way you don't put into riches it come out inside picking them. I could remember the time they teach in a primary school, one of my primary school them. I can always take me picking them, we do backyard gardening. And I believe for say like a schools then we get space like a upline so because then get more lands. Then begin for teach the picking the agriculture. I they expect say the Minister of Health for work with the Minister of Agriculture so that then go begin for give seats then as schools for begin teach them picking agriculture. That in the way then they plant where it don't grow. They picking they all they get food they can at the house, then teacher then they get food, then go even sell at the market.
And the reason why I ask this question, because one of the leading factors and causes for hypertension are stress.
Yes.
Now stress. And stress they come basically out of overthinking how you go make a way out of an obstacle. Either financial, the responsibility, the burden. Poverty is an obstacle at this nation.
No,
right?
Now one of the major problems.
Poverty is an obstacle at this nation. And this nation was so small that even the 7 million where we get, not just a projection.
In fact, I get one of my spiritual son, where they work for one of the leading NGO them na this country, na the deputy director na this NGO. They said they do a survey. The report of the survey just come out this past April. So now I say, Daddy, he say we get serious problem. He say na the country. Now I say waiting na the problem. Now he say they been do a survey. He say 2019 to 2020. He say the poverty rate in the country now be something like 14%. He say, but this last one we didn't do, we didn't come with the result. We didn't put the result this past April. They don't go to 28%.
Twice, it don't double.
It don't double.
They
say among that 28%, they say that they say according to the survey we didn't do, they say someone waiting for get the 1 meal for day.
So here we are. Listeners out there, what do we do? We want for build a case. We want for build the ground of justification based on the statistics them were available now. Sake government they misprioritize in advances them or in engagements them.
If I waiting this me son tell me.
Yeah.
He said when the report come out, then send this report to the authorities, then just keep quiet. He said they not say nothing up to today.
Yeah. I mean, as I say, the reason why we they build this case, you go say, well, waiting stress, waiting hypertension, you ask them question, waiting get for do with abortion. The reason why I ask them question is to bring and come to the issue of stress. Now, when we watch with statistics now, causes of maternal death in Sierra Leone in 2017 on this document where we get, it shows saying now so maternal hypertensive disorders. We get 7.4%. The number of women that will die, 1,360 women that will go born will die. 101 of them will die now out of this result. The stress. The woman on the belly is stressful.
They don't even get food for it.
Waiting for eat. Waiting in
So how the baby
picking,
go?
in medication. All the stress then they day. All that picking they grow, all that picking they live. The mommy they member. So instead of you, government they go provide abortion bill, provide ways for bring the people out of poverty, bring our women out of poverty, bring them out of poverty.
Like yesterday we they say based on the research we do, okay, just like even some of them UN organizations there, so where they come, where then they talk about they can help the women, you know, for safe motherhood with this when you go place like Morocco, right? Morocco na a place where they're able for empower the women.
Yes.
Then get
industrialized
then get industries and factories when are women them.
Yes.
Now they own
clothing.
Then they weave clothing. Then they prepare their design clothes them. Now women them. Right? Now women them get factories them. They empower women them. So me feel say, looking at the complications, right, where abortion it bring come, right, in the lives of the women then.
Apart from leading them to hell.
Yes, apart from leading them to hell, it gets so much effect on the women then. One nurse, one woman, he called this morning. He said, "I they had one hospital. He called the place in name. He said, in listening to our discussion yesterday, he said, what we talk yesterday, he said, it make all night not able for sleep. He said, because him being a senior nurse, medical person, he said, he talked about the complications of abortion, you know, and the danger, you know, in the lives of, he said, we picking them. Number one, he said, abortion, they lead to death. Number two,